Hello everyone, this is Easy Mode's Ragey Poo, and I'm bringing you another Marine Arena Masters European Edition. And here we go, bottom left-hand side, we have Mafia's ShakaZulu with Mafia's FatherGraham. Top left-hand side, we have NVY's Kontz and MAWIN. Oh my gosh, how do you say that? Amihalkov. That's I'm gonna call you Ami from now on. That's a big name to remember. Top right hand side we have oToSaturn from Mafia and I guess OTT weird symbol Shadow. So bottom right hand side we have Mafia Pros and Big Hit coming up from bottom left. Awesome. So here we go. The battle is already going underway. There's been some fighting going on, at least for these towers. In fact, everybody trying to go for these towers. It looks like Big Hit is going to be the first probably to get one. No, actually, oToSaturn is going to have it. And I'm just going to say Saturn for him. And Pro's saying, oh my god, please let me get my drink. And there we go. We could see the first battle back and forth. There we go. First blood has been drawn. Let's just look at the points tab real quick. Yes, Shadow. Pro's actually with 9-3 right now, but everything else is still just kind of getting underway. Already a big attack going on from Saturn. In fact, Ami trying to come in and do some serious damage, and we could even see an early save come out. No, decides to save it. And, whoa, that was extremely risky coming out from Ami. And, oh my gosh, I want to say this entire name, but I'm going to call him Amilov. That's all I see is Amilov. Amalov, that's kind of Russian. There we go. So I could call him Amalov, but I don't want to disrespect the players, so I will try very careful to just say Ami the entire game. So back and forth going on from Pros with Big Hit against Shaka and FatherGraham. It looks like Father trying to take control of the middle. Pro's actually going to be able to do it, but he could get surrounded by Shadow. And it looks like Kontz trying to come in from the left-hand side. A scan does go down. And look at this. Already, all players are just going absolutely crazy. Look at all the beautiful colors right here on the minimap. There's just so many players here out on the field, and let's hope it doesn't happen like last time, where there was some bug or whatever that happened to where we couldn't see any of the players. That was totally strange. Not sure what was going on with that, but some lag coming on, and I think might be too many obs lagging a bit. Anyone else feeling it? Last game was really super smooth, and this game just not so much. So let's just go ahead and do the announcements. Bottom left deciding to go with double Marauder, and it looks like top left electing to go with Zealot and Zergling. Top right hand side decided to go with Marauder and another Marauder. So double Marauder. Bottom right, of course, Marauders. It's pretty much Marauder heaven. Everybody seeming to favor the Marauders and eventually Marauders. And this was talked about on the forums too before. I guess just the Marauder and Marauder itself is very OP. There's not a whole lot of balancing, I guess, in this game as far as the Marauders go. And there was a call to possibly nerf them a little bit, make it a little bit more even. So we could hopefully see some optimizations, a little more evening out later on in the game. I still love this creep. I love that it produces creep. I wish you could put down a little creep tumor right here and possibly extend it a little bit out on the base. So back and forth going on from Shadow and Pros. Let's look at the scoreboard real quick. It looks like Pros not doing too bad. Out in the lead, but very close by is FatherGraham. And it looks like both these are... So we have a beta tester coming out, FatherGraham, and a donor from Shaka. So very nice. Thank you for donating to Marine Arena. That's very helpful. Pros still at 497, currently in the lead. Ami, though, not doing too bad. But wait, Father Time pulling out with the lead. 525. It looks like he picked up a little bit from top left. And let's just shoot back over to the everyone cam and make sure we can see all the action. Mothership coming out from Pros. The scan does go down, but look at this, a big surround on Saturn. He's going to lose all of his units here. And even Kontz trying to come in and deal some damage to Big Hit. Big Hit could be in some trouble, but no, not at all. Where did that Mothership go? Did the Mothership seriously die? And I did not see it. Oh my gosh, I think the Mothership was killed. And are you kidding me? I missed the Mothership. So that's a big investment. It's 500 minerals in the US. I believe it's 500 minerals here. I could be wrong. But that's quite an investment to just up and lose that. And let's just look at the points tab real quick. And that must have been killed. Maybe Ami or maybe Father was able to get it. Because look at Ami's score, 943. Pros didn't do that bad, though. Getting that mothership was actually a really big help. And, wow, I can't believe that mothership was taken out this quickly. Shadow's going to lose his units yet again. He's down to 178 supply. And Big Hit doing fairly well, staying up on the high ground, allowing for Pros to just run around and deal damage to both bottom left and top right. Still keeping a fairly good supply, 330 so far, but he could get sandwiched here if not careful. And a Raven coming out for top right. It looks like Shadow is going to get that. And I want to just keep the cam here in the middle of all the action. What hero is that? An Infestor for Big Hit. We could see some Fungal Growths, and I haven't seen an Infestor yet in this game, so this is going to be exciting. I wonder if it's going to look anything like the Infestor for the Marine Arena for us, and I didn't even see any Fungal Growths come out, and oh my gosh, who picked off that unit? Let's see. I don't even know. It's too hard for me to tell, guys, but somebody was able to pick it off. I think that it was Saturn, but who knows? There needs to be a little bit of optimizations, I think, because it's kind of hard to see whenever a hero comes out or anything like that. The action is just so packed for the European map, so we'll possibly talk with the creator today and see if anything can be done. Jocelyn did a great job. Have you guys even seen the optimizations that Jocelyn did? I love it. I love the announcements that come out. Jocelyn, if you happen to be watching this, I cannot stress enough how much I love the pings, and you got that up really quick. Very much in your debt, sir. Love it, love it, love it. And we do have, it looks like a Ghost coming out. Yes, we do have a Ghost for Saturn, and we saw that Spectre last game be fairly effective, but later on in the game it just did not add up, as the upgraded Jim Rayners for the Marines were just so good. And 10 minutes have passed, and you know what? It was 10 minutes for this timer. So did that last game seriously last for in-game, like it was like an hour and 30 or 40 minutes? That's an incredibly long game, and I think part of that with the problem is that there's too many saviors that come out just from a standard game of Marine Arena. Perhaps there needs to be some kind of option similar to how there is in Marine Arena 2, where they can pick possibly for a tournament mode or maybe even a high income mode. And look at the Temple Zelts come out. Temple Zelts are very, very good in Marine Arena 2. Auto turret coming out on the high ground for the right side. That's going to help benefit Saturn and do a little bit of damage. I used to remember when these could come out as flames, and I really hope that they still have it here for the European map. And if they do, I'm going to be tickled to death. Look at this, even a turret right here for the high ground, keeping, it looks like, Kontz in check. And I love it. I haven't seen turrets do this in a very long time. And surprisingly enough, not taking out this debris. And I'm not sure why they've chosen to do that. I guess just to keep from units running into the base or whatnot. There we go, finally deciding to attack these rocks. And the auto turret just going to town, picking off some units here and there. Looking at the points tab, it looks, though, as if Saturn is really doing well, able to push into the lead. Don't know how he was able to do that. And FatherGraham really doing very well, too. It looks like Graham, with some good micro and stutter step here, he's going to be able to hold that off. And let's just go back to the Everyone tab and see how these Ravens do. We could see some Seeker Missiles. Does connect, and that was a big hit on Big Hit. And he got a lot of those units taken out. We could be seeing another Seeker Missile here. Do they have the energy, though? No, points defense drone. And look at how far those point defense drones go. And look at this. It even goes against Marauders. I don't even know if they do that with Marauders in Marine in the US. But that was awesome to see. That was huge. Very long range. And I love the lasers. It just looks so sick. There's definitely a lot of things in Marine Arena Europe that's just incredible. Was that a save? Did a save come out? Oh my gosh, the Savior came out from bottom right, and I want to look at the points tab and just see how bottom right did. Ooh, that was actually a really big pickoff, 1,852. It looks like Pros is going to take a small lead for now. And with the supply 214, he's going to need to boost that army back up and get it into a position. Marines coming out for attack. That's very high this early. And look at the stutter step from Father Time. They're going really deep into the base. There could have been a save there, but no, actually not. And Kontz coming out to back up his partner, and that was great play. Good coordination. You always want to back up your partner and make sure that nobody else can get the surround on you or anything like that. 3 attack up Marines for top left, so it looks like top left electing to go very Marine heavy, whereas the rest of the teams deciding to go very mercenary heavy. 2 attack up for bottom right, and it looks like 1 attack up for the Marauders. So they were upgraded from Marines to Marauders, and Marauders are very strong indeed. How are they going to do against the Zealots? I know in US that they just absolutely tear into Temple Zealots. We could be seeing that here, but these Zerglings could do something. If they're upgraded to Cracklings, they could overwhelm and surround. In fact, a lot of these players, they're very, very fast. I love seeing the Marauders. And this Ghost here, do we have 2 Ghosts coming out? Yes, we do. Ami has a Ghost, and so does Saturn. The EMP does go down. It does reveal it. In fact, they're focusing it. They could be going too deep, though. Another EMP goes down, 162 hit points left. And I think Kontz probably could have taken out this whole army here, but it was actually backed up from the Raven, and they are going to back out. Probably a smart choice. But nope, it looks like Ami's saying, whatever, I'll come in with all my Zerglings and just go to town. But he's actually not that far into, he needs to get a little bit closer. But the Seeker missile went down, and oh my gosh, look at how big of an area, taking out all those Marines. Wow, those Ravens are so strong in the European map. That is insane, guys. I don't think the splash damage is anything near that for the US side. And no joke, Ravens, OP, 110 kills. What? Are you kidding me? That is insane. 110, 115. What? Oh my gosh, that is just, wow, freak me out. That is insane. Void Rays coming out for bottom left, though. And Void Rays are very strong, but wait, how are they this strong? 350 hit points total? I don't even think they come out with 300 hit points in the US. I think they're 250. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where's Valor when you need him? But, wow. So we have Void Rays coming out, and I'm curious to see how they do against the Marauders, because they do have Splash. I want to see if they do splash damage here. I haven't been able to really tell if the European units do splash or not. It hasn't really seemed like they do. I mean, looking at it, it looks like it's single damage attack. Not very much splash at all. So actually the Void Rays could be very potent here. They're not so much, I mean, air is not so much against Marauders because Marauders do so well with that splash, but we could be seeing it here. I mean, in a really big way. Bottom left could just take the game. 520 supply. Oh my gosh, can you imagine, guys? If you're a US player and you're watching the stream right now, can you imagine 1,200 supply in air? Look at this, another Seeker missile going down, and just, I mean, it's tearing into Ami, but Ami's still not doing too bad. Looking at the points real quick, Ami's at 2,000, but wow, Saturn and Shadow just going crazy. 2,900, even passing pros here. And what was that? Was that a Void? So do we have a, oh my gosh, we do. We have a DT, and like I said in the last game, I remember playing DT on this map. DT can be crazy, and those Void prisons, you got to be careful. In fact, let's see how Shaka does. I want to see if this is splash, so let me look at these units while these Marauders attack. Nope, he actually didn't attack, and I will be able to see if it's splash damage. The attacks just happen so fast, it's kind of hard to see. It all just kind of blends right in, and I'm even looking right here. No, I don't think they're splash. No, I think they're, if they have a splash, it's very minimal. And it looks like Ami lagging just a tiny bit. And I don't know if that's from the stream or if that's just him personally. There we go. It looks like he is going to back out for now. Wait, is it splash? I mean, it totally looks like splash, guys, right there when he was attacking the air. So, you know what? I can't really tell for sure, but I can tell you for certain that a lot of Void Rays just went down. And if you look, a lot of his supply is actually coming from the Marines. He doesn't have a whole lot of supply in just Void Rays right now. Look at this. There's only about 2 rows. So that's really not a whole lot of Void Rays at all compared to some of the other units out here. I mean, look at this top right is just going crazy with all these Marauders. And all the Marangers, I love it. So we have Marauders and Marangers. Marangers, that's an interesting unit. Go, go, power Marangers! Do, 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 do. And if they had that seriously in, like, can you imagine if they played that music or something whenever Marangers came out in Marine Arena 2? That would just, it would be so goofy, but I would love it. And, I wonder if Marangers do splash damage. 5 attack up for the Marangers for top right. 4 attack up for the Marauders for top right, and top right is just going to town, bottom right, with 4 attack too, but he does have that DT, and DT can really change the game with the Void Prison. In fact, there's a lot of scans going down, making sure that nobody can get Void Prison but I don't think he even cares. He could be going for it. It looks like Shadow going in a little bit too deep. Shaka could be coming around with the surround and actually kills off that Raven. Oh my god, that Raven just went down quick. Super quick, in fact. And you know what? Gosh, I know I keep saying this, guys, but it just totally looks like splash damage, because look at that. It was only a couple of attacks, and it just completely raped air. So I might have to call splash on this one, but it must be just really low. Maybe like 15% or something. But hey, with all those units, it really does add up. And look at this. The army supply, 700 supply for top left, 606. And you know what, guys? I really hope that if we get too much supply in this game, it's not going to bug out like it did last time. Shadow losing a lot of supply. He's down to 475. Saturn at 500. And just disregard him slowing down the game. It's probably not him. It's probably me. And look at the colors. This is really brilliant. I love this. Guardian Shield coming down in the middle. It looks like Kontz kind of getting taken out, despite him being on the high ground. Yes, he was surrounded. Both Pros and FatherGraham just went to town on those units. And bringing his supply down to 192. And I swear I saw a Void Prism there. Nope, he's actually right here, just chilling out on the high ground. But look at this. Not a whole lot of kills for Dark Templar. Everybody is just really very skilled in this game. And so the Dark Templar is being extremely careful, mainly being a support unit. I remember back when I used to play, the DT was not a support unit at all. You pretty much just went out with him alone and dealt tons and tons of damage. It looks like Pros is coming around from the bottom side, picking off FatherGraham's units, and Shaka just wasn't there in time to be able to defend. And how much of a unit supply does Father have? 142. Oh my gosh, he totally got glass cannon in this. And it's going to take him a while to boost that army back up, considering that a lot of these armies are in the 500 supply range. And looking big hit, even he got really low too in his supply. And let's just look at the unit productions right now to see if there's any special units coming out. So Shadow does have the Raven. It looks like Kontz deciding to go with a Raven for his own. And that's curious, considering that he decided to go with a very strong ground army, Marine Heavy. And oh my gosh, look at all the Marine supply that Shaka has. 198. I would totally stop that Marine supply in favor of getting a max supply Void Ray, but you never know. He might decide to go with Marines and do some upgrades. Because really, if there is truly splash damage, I mean, look at this. These units are going to go down like crazy. And sure enough, they do. Oh my gosh. He just completely got wiped out. Pros with a big pickup there. Let's look at how much money he just got. 4,500. Oh, he's going to be in first place almost. Just barely there from Shadow. It looks like Shadow able to be about 100 points ahead more. And wow, that was insane. A great pickup. Unfortunately, those Void Rays just unable to do anything. That Void Prism was overpowered. Loved it. Love, love, love it. And it looks like Ami going to try to fight for the top ground here. Let's look at his Marines real quick. They are still at 4. Actually favoring Goliath now. So we have Goliath out on the field. And I guess that was just to counter bottom left. But you know what? I can tell you right now that he totally got countered already. So you didn't even need those Goliaths, buddy. And how do Goliaths fare against these Marauders and Marangers? Well, I can tell you that Marangers do extra damage to armored. And I'm pretty sure that Goliath is an armored unit. Yes, it is mechanical and armored. So I guess it's mechanical first and foremost, armored second. But still, they do a lot of damage, I believe. The Marangers should do a lot of damage to those Goliaths. So we'll see how the Goliaths fare up, actually. And it looks like a recall out from top left. There is a support tower down for Kontz. And, wow, scan going down. It looks like this auto turret is going to be able to take the top right Xel'Naga tower. And Shadow pushing in could do some damage. There we go. The Infestor is back out. You know what? I want to see a queen. Please get a queen this game. That's going to be incredible. And how's that Infestor going to do when there is a ghost out on the field? And it does have an EMP around. It does have snipe. 400 damage. That could be a lot of damage to the heroes. Bottom right with 2 heroes. The fungal growth did go down, and I totally missed it. And in my experience, double hero is sometimes not that good. It's a little bit risky. And we'll see how bottom right decides to handle this. It could be a really big payoff for them. It looks like big hit is a little bit low on the points compared to other players. But not quite as low as Kontz and Ami. They're really struggling top left. It looks like Father Time trying to deal the damage to them. And it seems like the temples are just not doing very well. In fact, Ami needs to move over to the side so that way the Zealots can get through. But no, actually, they're coming out single file, and they're getting completely picked off by FatherGraham. And that's going to help bring his points up. But look at Shaka. Shaka is just in big trouble. Those Void Rays are feeding bottom right so heavily that he just doesn't even know what to do. He's trying to rebuild his army right now. So that's going to leave FatherGraham pretty much just out in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do because he doesn't have the supply. It's 237 total, and look at this. He's trying to make something happen. But what is he going to do against 700 supply for Ami and 377 supply for Kontz? You know what's weird? Is that this is a 700 army supply, and it looks vastly smaller than this 350 supply. I don't know how that works. I guess these units are just higher cost. How much are these units? I should be able to see from the production tab exactly how many. There it is. It is 6 each time. And can I see the Marines? No, I don't think there's no way I can see how much each Marine is each. But I can see how much the Zealot is, and that's 5. That's super strange. This seems weird. That's a 500 army supply. It sure don't look like it, and I guess that's just because he has some units back at home. But Ami is going to be able to take the middle for now, and FatherGraham's still in a lot of trouble. 168 supply. He just doesn't know what to do while he's waiting for his partner to get the supply back up. And Kontz trying to go for it, but Shadow and Saturn, oh my gosh, with the better concave, just wiped them out. And he just got glass cannoned. 106 supply. 10 minutes have passed. We are at the 30-minute mark. And wow, Shadow is just going crazy. Same with Saturn. Pretty much dominating the game. I mean, look at the points. 6,619. Bottom right is just scratching their head because now they're not going to know what to do when top left has just totally fed them. And look at that. 9 attack for the Marangers. And no ups for the Marines, but 9 attack for the Marauders. Even with 2 armor. Why not? Let's just throw some armor right into it. That is insane, guys. And I'm going to take a quick break to drink a little bit of water. I will return 2 seconds. Sometimes, guys, you just got to take a break and drink some water. That was great. So I do now feel very refreshed, and even more refreshing is seeing that FatherGraham is now able to do something. He has rebuilt his supply a little bit. He is going to town on Kontz, and even Ami is kind of struggling, but Ami on the high ground is going to do some damage to Shadow. And this Raven, though, looking scary. We could even see a Seeker Missile come down on Kontz, and this could be devastating. Those Seeker Missiles are so strong. No way. Kontz just says, forget that. I'm going to completely kill your Raven. And 100 points going to Kontz. Great pickup. And let's just look at what's going on in the bottom. Wait, does Pros literally have 2 DTs? You can create 2 DTs? Oh my gosh. I want to see this in US. I mean, I kind of don't because that's super overpowered to me. But 2 DTs, look at the spam of Void Prism. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That is so overpowered that you could do that. I mean, I'm curious to see with a high-level player, if they had 2 Void... Oh my gosh, and in fact, if SNPM is watching right now, he would go absolutely crazy, as he usually plays with Dark Templar too. Look at this, that's so crazy. 600 ranking points, what was taken out? Was that the Infestor? Looks like an Infestor was taken out. In fact, it looks like top left, building up a nuke. Does he have a Spectre coming out or something? Maybe that's what it was. You know what, guys, I think that's what it was. The Spectre was taken out, and that's going to be a big pickup for whoever was able to get that kill. Somebody got it. It might have been Pros. I think, in fact, it was Pros. Or, at the very least, Pros was picking off these Void Rays, because at this point, guys, the Void Rays is pure feed. He might even need to switch it out, and I think Pros lost one of the DTs there in the engagement. Wow, I mean, these heroes just die very quickly, and I cannot even keep track of how quickly they die on this field. Europe, you are crazy. This game is so fast. It's vastly different. If you haven't even seen the US version of the map, go check it out. You can see it on youtube.com/RageSauce. And I do have a series called MA Masters For the US, it's just called straight MA Masters. You'll be able to see it there. Void Prism going down on Shadow, though, and all those units are going to be taken out. Saturn nowhere to be found. Looks like Saturn was sleeping on the job a little bit. Void Prism going down on Ami. That way he can escape. But Pro's losing a lot of supply there. 142 currently. And Ami taking the high ground. Looks like a couple of scans are going down to try to find Pro's DTs. And big hit, finishing off bottom. Oh my gosh, bottom left is in so much trouble, guys. Look at the points. FatherGraham, he's still able to keep up, but look at Shaka. Oh no. He is in last place with 3,467 points. That is just no bueno. No bueno at all. And I have no idea what he's going to be able to do about this. I mean, Kontz and Ami, too, is also really far behind. And let's just look at the Every Player tab. Everyone cam right here to see what's going on. And I really think that top right is just super dominant right now. 360, 312 supply. Bottom right stuck at 273 and 219. And top right has just higher points. But that's not even going to matter if Pros can get the surround, and he does. And oh no, Saturn could be taken out. But wait, he's actually doing a ton of damage to Pros. And did he take out... Oh no, another hero was lost. What hero was that? Seriously, I need an announcement because that was nuts. There is one ghost for Ami. We have one ghost for Saturn. And seriously, where's this nuke? Is it just... It's just sitting there, arm silo with nuke. And I'm guessing... Oh, wow, cool. So this ghost can use a nuke. And I wonder what the difference is between the Ghost using a nuke and a Spectre. Is it quicker? Does it not deal as much damage? What's the requirement? That's really curious. I'm going to have to research that a little bit, guys. And look at this, another going down. Was that the Ghost? There must have been either a Ghost or something that went down. What is 450 rank? I don't know what that is. And Ami, you could be in trouble. The scan does go down, and I think he's just trying to do a snipe. And Pro's saying, hey, nice try, buddy. He knew exactly what was going on. And you know what? I want to look at the cam for bottom right. There we go, just switching. Oh, I can't really see. I want to see exactly how the cloaking looks in this. And let's just switch to the every cam to see where that ghost is. There is a ghost up here. And actually mass recalled. I really want to see how the invisibility looks. If it's like straight invisible, you cannot see it at all, or if there's a little bit of a silhouette. And oh my gosh, Shadow and Saturn are just going to crazy town on top left. But Void Prism does go down, and Saturn, oh no, with the misclick, actually walked his army right into Pros. Oh my gosh. And look at this, it looks like Shaka was able to kill something. I think that was the DT. I'm assuming that it's the DTs that are going down. Yes, there is only one for Pros, and that's going to really hurt him. Shaka able to pick it up. That was a great play by Shaka. Let's see the points tab. Was it Shaka that got the kill? I think it might have been Father that got it, but Shadow, wow, Shadow 9,234 is currently in the lead. Pros not doing that bad with 8,604. Let's go back to the every cam. I don't know why I keep calling it every cam. I think it just sounds better. The every cam. What do you guys think? The every cam for the every man or woman. If you happen to be a woman watching this, sorry about that. We do encourage women to watch this. So women viewers out there, thank you very much for tuning in. And it looks like one of the players got surrounded. Their Shadow was able to get the full surround with the sandwich coming down from bottom right. Who was that? Was that Ami that got surrounded? I wasn't even paying attention. I was too busy on my viewer spiel that I didn't pick it up. And what is he going right here? Oh, I was able to see the Marina Shop upgrades for just a second. I can't see it as an observer. And that kind of sucked. I wanted to see what those shops look like. Ooh, maybe I'll be able to get it. No, I think he actually has to select it before I can see it. And it looks like there's going to be some engagement going down from Shadow and top right with Kontz. In fact, even FatherGraham coming up and picking it out from Shadow. Shadow losing a lot of supply. He's down to 170, 160, and dropping 148. Ouch, he just got glass cannon so hard right there. But that's okay because Saturn says, no worries, I got 400 supply, I will help you out. And I'll go after pros with only 230 supply. And look at this, another big pickup. Oh my gosh, please, we need announcements. I don't even know what that was, and I'm just freaking out here because I cannot see who's dying. But you know what? Who's dying right now that I can see? It's going to be Shaka. Oh my gosh, he just lost a lot of supply there. A big hit coming out from Big Hit, and I love it. I could just say that all day. A big hit coming out from Big Hit. That's a cute little name. Somebody throw a clan tag on that guy. He's got to be in here somewhere. For real, because it's just... Why would you not want him in your clan, just with a name like that alone? And Kontz trying to pick off Shadow, but Shadow, you know what? Is just too strong. Able to clear out Kontz, and that's really unfortunate. These Temple Zealots, not a very good choice. I'm going to tell you right now, in Marine Arena US, Temple Zealots do really bad against Marauders. And... Marauders. And since everybody seems to be Marauder hungry in this game, going the Temple Zealots is probably not a good idea. Temples are a very good late game unit, but not so much early in US2. So I imagine in here for Marine Arena, for the European side, it's probably not very effective. But what is effective is this Raven. I love seeing this. This is incredible. So we do have another Raven coming out. That Raven must have been killed off from top left, as he did have a Raven before. The Infestor has come back out, and see, there's no levels for it. He's just kind of chilling there. And, whoa, Ami decided to go. Bottom right had an Infestor, but I guess he hasn't revived it yet either. And what a Queen Fester. Who is getting that Queen? Oh my gosh, we're finally going to see a Queen Fester. It's going to be for top left. And how was he able to do that, actually? He must have, like, saved up a lot of money. 5,995. It's just not very much, as it's overshadowed from, who would you guess? Shadow with 11,382 and Pros at 10,262. It's pretty much neck and neck between Shadow and Pros. In fact, Big Hit not that far away from Saturn, so it looks like a lot of the damage is coming from bottom right and top right here. There we go. I did see a little silhouette there, so yeah, you can... Oh my gosh, you can barely see that. There we go. You can see it a little bit there. I think the silhouetting is a little bit more intense. I mean, that's seriously intense. You can barely see that. Where in Marine Arena 2, there's a much bigger silhouette. So wow, that is insane. No wonder Shadow units are really, really good. As we see lots of DTs, lots of ghosts. And Ami, oh no, he's losing so much supply here. You need to save up that supply. But not before a Seco Missile to the face of Shadow. But Shadow actually able to absorb it, 351 hit points. Wow, that was great. Just able to tank that, no problem. And uh-oh, we could be seeing one of the Dark Templar go down. No, in fact, you know what we saw? FatherGraham just got glass cannon down to 70 supply. Ooh, that is not good. And that's just going to really hurt bottom left for a long time. And I still think these Void Rays are kind of being feed, but seriously, oh my gosh, 810 supply. Keep in mind, a lot of that is still the Marines. Look at that, 6 rows of Marines. Just kill those off, buddy, because you're going to be at full supply here pretty soon, and you don't even need that many Marines. And if we can get a full supply of Void Rays, that's just going to be huge. And Shadow's still destroying Kontz up top. Kontz, sorry, did that happen to sound a little bit strange to you? It was bordering a really bad word, and I apologize, guys. Didn't quite say it, though. Whoops, kind of a slip. I did mean Kontz. You might need to change your name there, buddy. I'll call him K-Dog from now on instead of using that word. It's just too risky, guys. And you know what else is risky? Going out with these Void Rays when there's a DT there, because those Void Rays just got stomped. Oh my gosh, those Void Rays are gone. And bottom left, again, in a position where they can't really do anything. 127 supply for FatherGraham. And what is he going to do? Bottom right, 11 attack ups, very strong. Let's look at top right. 9 attack for the Marauders, and 9 attack for the Marangers. Where's that money going? Oh, that's where it's going, into Marines. 10 attack. I want to see the long range. I want to see Jim Rayners come out. I loved watching them last game. In fact, their animation is so cute. And got to be careful, though, because technically the mercenaries, even though they're not quite as strong with double the upgrades. I mean, it's 10 upgrades and 9 upgrades for the mercenaries. So technically, top right has the stronger army, but those Marines are so squish, 130 hit points, and with the pure damage that these Raiders do, they're going to die very, very quickly. So especially with that Void Prism. So top right is going to have to be very careful. It's absolutely critical that he gets that upgrade for range and possibly throws down a scan each and every time he goes after pros. In fact, now actually the Void Ray is being quite deadly now that they're building up in a better mass. There we go. I still seriously think that he should kill off at least this many Marines right here, because you don't need that many. Just a few around the Stargate should be totally fine against any drops or anything like that. Seriously, look at all the bunkers you can put down. That is intense, and I love the little support ray beam. That is just adorable. And you can put down creep tumors. Oh my gosh, you can put down creep tumors? That's insane, and I'm guessing that's because of the queen. And wait, where is that queen? There it is. You can't see any abilities there for the queen. I guess it's just we're just gonna have to wait till it pops out. But if a queen can seriously put down creep tumors, oh man, that is so cool. I love it, love it. There we go. It does pop out. That thing is sick. Look at that, guys. That queen is incredibly nasty looking. Look at that. Look, it's even its little legs just go crazy. It's like he's like I'm gonna kill somebody, guys. Who am I gonna kill? I don't know who I'm gonna kill. This is so cute. And you know what? I wish you could hold a button on there so that way it would move with it. But wow, fungal growth. It can generate creep. It can spawn creep tumors, and it has the leech ability. So Jocelyn, you can go ahead and add that. That's totally fine. And it looks like Shaka able to pick that off. That was a great pick off from Shaka. Sometimes there is a tiny bit of a break in my casting because for whatever reason my throat just loves getting completely dried out. So I have to take a quick little break every now and then. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm going to keep the camera panning so that way you can see the action. Just know that I still love you guys. I just need a little break. Just a little one. Sorry about it. But it looks like those Marines, 13, oh my gosh, 13 damage. Are you kidding me? And do we have the Jim Raynor upgrade? I swear I saw someone with it. There we go. It's bottom right. The Jim Raynor's 8 attack, the range 6.25. Oh my gosh. Sniper Marines. It's my dream. And what other upgrades can you get for the Marines? Is that just a Marine exclusive upgrade? Let me look through here and see. Let's see. Where is that upgrade exactly? Does it just happen on its own? There has to be some kind of upgrade for it. And maybe it was right here and I can't really see it. Let's look at another CC. No, that's the stim research. Oh, Marine upgrades. There we go. Tosh Marines? Are you kidding me? They have Psionic Shield, can absorb 45 damage. Tychus Marines? They shoot much faster than normal Marines. They have less range, though. Interesting. Raynor upgrades have greater range because of their sniper rifle. But they also gain much more damage. Surprisingly, that they don't shoot slower. As Tychus shoots faster, but he has lower range. You would think if it was longer range, it would be slower, but maybe it's the spawn time? Nope. And, oh, that's why. Oh my gosh, it does splash damage? Marines with splash damage? I want to see that. Somebody please get a Tychus as quickly as possible. And sorry for focusing too much on that because I wanted to see exactly how the fungal growth works for the queen. And wow, that is very powerful. No, go ahead and unburrow that. There we go. Let's see how much damage it actually does. 6 damage per half second. 7 seconds. 6 damage does not sound like that much. 6 damage per half second for 7 seconds. So I guess that's 12 damage a second for 7 seconds. So that's not very much. It's only about, like, what, 130, 40 damage. So, that doesn't seem like it's really all that impressive. But it's still doing fairly good, and I wonder if it scales with hero damage. I mean, it would have to in some way. Huh. Definitely an interesting unit indeed. I just love the way it looks, guys. It looks so incredible. And bottom right, wow, losing a ton of supply. In fact, even top right, kind of losing supply a little bit as well. And let's just take a look at the units tab and see who has the higher supply. It looks like top left building up quite a supply with these units. Look at the creep turners coming around. I love it. And Shaka deciding to change the skin. Oh, yeah. Dark Temple-looking Void Rays. Dark, what are they called? Dark Protoss? Yeah, look at the colors. That is schmexy. Very pretty. I agree. Let's, you know what, why not just zoom in as close as we can. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Just spinning? Doing your thing? Kind of getting up in each other's faces, though, aren't you? Look at this. All in unison, though. That would be a really fun carnival ride, I would suspect. And let's just go back to the action. It looks like he was actually trying to pick off that gateway and decides to back out. No, you need to go back and finish what you started. I don't even care if you lose a little bit of those Void Rays, because that's going to be a nice big pickoff. There is some back and forth going on from FatherGraham with Big Hit, and FatherGraham is losing a lot of supply each and every time. He is at 11,458, but I think that's just being, again, overshadowed by Shadow. 15 and Pros with 13,000. I don't know. Losing that much supply each and every time might not be a good idea. He's kind of just going full throttle. And look at this. You could barely see that Void Ray. And look at how strong those Jim Raynors are for the Marines. I wouldn't even just get any other Marine except for those. They look so great. And, ooh, one of the units was picked off. What was that? Was that one of Pro's DTs? I think, yes, he actually lost both DTs there. And he's in a lot of trouble. His supply is dwindling 157. And look at this. It looks like Shadow going straight into the base, but that's a great concave. He's going to be able to defend that, no problem. In fact, Guardian Shields coming out from both towers. That was very good Guardian Shields, by the way. So, great micro. This game is so fast, and I would be interested to see players from the US side playing in a European map, and I would love to see European players playing on a US map. There must be so many differences that it would just be a totally different game. This plays very similar, though, to how Marine Arena 1.0 was, and a lot of the players over at the US are very familiar with it. I mean, they've had experience in it, so it might not be too big of a culture shock, whereas the other teams in Europe might not be able to adapt very well to US. I mean, the game is rapidly different, and in fact, I don't even say that they would do badly. I think they would do greatly, because their micro seems to be way better in this. It's just so fast and intense, you have to be on your toes. But for sure, the units die very quickly in this map, whereas in Marine Arena 2, they don't die hardly at all. I mean, it takes forever for you to lose units. But you know what? This is even inspiring me to want to play. But I want to keep bringing the cast to you guys. I love casting this. This is so exciting to see. And already some back and forth Kontz trying to fight against Saturn and FatherGraham at the same time. I think that's a bad idea, especially since he doesn't quite have the money to back this up. He's going to lose all of his units here. There they go. And down to 201 supply. Not a good idea, especially with Ami just kind of chilling out here. Not doing anything. And that's because Shadow, oh my gosh, deciding to come down with the call down. 14 attack. Let's just take out this entire base. Why not? And Ami saying, you know what? Good game. Shadow sitting on 1,800 now. And let's just look at the points tab real quick. 17,950. Whew, we could see some call downs coming from these other bases. I mean, look at this. Ooh, Big Hit is kind of wide open. Even Pros is wide open a little bit. Look at this. There is a space right here where they could do damage. There's no Planetary Fortress yet. And oh my gosh, I hope that we see another call down. Thank the Lord. And look at this. It's back up to 5. He could do a call down at any moment right now. These Marines are so strong. 15 attack ups. No Jim Raynors, though. That's really interesting. I hope he comes out with Tychus, because I want to see exactly how the Marines do with Splash. That is insane, especially against these Voiders. It's going to be so strong. But really, when you have the range, who even needs Splash? I mean, come on, let's get real, guys. I would want the range. Scans going down on the tower, and Shadow deciding to go full throttle into bottom left. We could see the drop down. Oh no, bottom left has nothing. And is there a save? Yes, a save does go down, and he picks up all the units, almost getting this barracks, but not quite. And it looks like Saturn was kind of trapped a little bit by pros. He's going to lose a lot of his army there. 7 attack up Marines and 9 attack up still. What is he spending his money on? I don't know if there's pooling allowed in this game. I mean, there could be, because I don't know what he's spending his money on. That's interesting. He is at 330, and he's at 13,000, but it seems like he's been on 9 attack Marine mercenaries for quite some time. So I would love to be able to just ask him outright, hey, what are you spending your money on, buddy? But unfortunately, I cannot. And Shadow just going absolutely crazy. Did he finally get the the Jim Raynor Marines? No, he's still sticking with just a regular plain old Marines. And you know what? If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. But FatherGraham and Shaka getting the great surround. I think he wanted to kill off the barracks down here, but he just wasn't able to do it. He might need to do a call down. And why is he even getting a Spectre? He doesn't even need it. His Marines can do the job for him. But you know what? When you're Shadow, you just go baller, I guess, and get whatever you want. And I'm not arguing, not in the least. And Saturn picking up that last little tower up here. It looks like there's one tiny little creep tumor. Just one. And let's look at that cam for him. Yes, he's got just a little bit of vision. And that should go away. Whose scan is that? Maybe I wasn't even on their vision at all. Where is it? There we go. Oh, he has full vision because he probably moved into an observer now. So that's kind of cool. I can see his cam. Let's see where he's looking. I think I'm set on player cam, and it should show that his cam moves or anything when it comes into position. Nope, I guess not. So whatever. We'll go back to the every cam and see what's going on. And it looks like Kontz saying, hey, I'll stick around, take a look and see what's happening. And it looks like Shadow trying to come in, make something happen on the bottom right-hand side. Wasn't able to. Saturn coming on from the backside, trying to force their way into this base, but it isn't going to happen. In fact, FatherGraham, it looks like he's trying to get into a position where he can get a surround on Saturn, and it looks like he's going to, and he does. He's getting sandwiched from bottom right and top left at the same time, and all those units just got wiped out. In fact, it looks like Father Time going into a position where he can fight off big hit. And look at this Shaka doing a lot of damage. That's tons of Void Rays. He's getting hit by these towers, though. And do they do any splash damage? Well, I can tell you in the US, they do tons of splash damage, and towers suck. It's really hard going after towers. And yeah, it seems like they're doing... I mean, somebody's doing the splash. It might have just been these Marauders. But whoa, DT is going down. The base goes down, or the mercenary goes down, and oh no, the command center could go down right here. And wow, able to be picked off with relative ease. There is no savers for bottom left anymore. And guys, I think your winner is going to be top right's Shadow and Saturn. Just going crazy. Welcome to the game, says Mafia. They're going to show you exactly how it's done, and this is just epic. Looking at the points. Oh wow, oh cool, it did go on a player cam. Haha, look at that. We can see exactly how the player feels. And I don't think he's even scanned top left. He doesn't even know that they were taken out. Wow, that's crazy because they haven't left yet. But anyways, looking at the points tab, we have 21,000 for Shadow, 14 for Saturn, and FatherGraham is, I mean, he's in a bad position. He is at 14 as well. He's he's close to Saturn, but with Shaka at only 8,000 compared to 21 from Shadow, I think this is pretty much it. GG. There's really no way. Unless he gets a really good concave. Look at this. These Void Rays are great concave, but there's the drop. And we could be seeing the death of the CC. Nope, a save comes out. And that's going to be the last save for FatherGraham. He was able to pick up those Marines. And it's going to be a little bit more time before these call-down Marines get back up to 5. But I want to see more call-downs. In fact, interesting that Shaka still has 2 saviors left. And if Shadow doesn't know about this, this could be huge. He could lose another big round of supply here. That's 390 supply pretty much. Well, it's going to be about maybe about 250 supply or so. But still, that's a lot of supply to use, especially if Saturn decides to go in. And nope, Shadow backing out. And ooh, I think that Savior was a little bit too quick. And maybe he should have held off, maybe moved his Void Rays out of the way, even exposing the Stargate a little bit, and then using it. And it looks like, oh no, the Void Rays are kind of clumped together. They could all be taken out right here. Oh my gosh, all those Void Rays were completely annihilated. And now what is Shaka going to do? In fact, the scan does go down. Are we going to see one more drop? Oh no, if there's a call down, I think he should call down at least one or two. Try to force maybe something, even doing a call down right here. If he can force that last save, then the whole army can just go in and win it. But you know what? I'm surprised that there's no planetary. And I've said this in Marine Arena 2 for the US. Whenever you use both your saviors, you guys have to get base defenses and planetary fortresses. And we're not seeing it here. It's a tiny bit of money. 350 is nothing to get double the hit points. You get so much power. And there we go. That final save was used. I think it was a little preemptive though. But it gives you so much power for relatively nothing. I mean, 350 in hindsight, if you compare it to some of the other upgrades, like let's look at the upgrades for the Void Rays. Let's see, how much would a Mercenary upgrade be? 475 just for one damage up for the Void Rays. So how about 350 to get double the hit points and have an attacking unit? I mean, come on, it's no-brainer, guys. So call down coming down from Father to try to defend against this. And really, I think if Shadow just goes all in, he could win it here. I love that you can Chrono Boost out the barracks. I wouldn't even say Chrono Boost out the Rangers. Forget that. Chrono Boost out those Marines and upgrade them. He's sitting at 1100. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to do a call down. Pros coming in here. He still had one mercenary. And he bought 3 Banshees, but the Banshees go down. He's got nowhere to go. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So the Banshees, down goes 2. And no, he actually saves one little Banshee. And is he going to be a butthead and just kind of take out some of these Marines here at the tower? No, he's actually forcing the army to chase. And there goes a scan. It looks like the Spectre wants a piece of him. And I think he's going to be able to get it. That is hilarious. He's even doing a lash. Boop! There it goes. That was hilarious. He still has this this Marauder here. And that was just hilarious. He's actually sitting at 2,000 minerals. He could buy more. I say, why not get a mothership, get some BCs, have a party. And you know what? FatherGraham coming out like this, I think that is wrong. If FatherGraham is being serious about staying in this and trying to win, he should be staying in base, because it's really up to top right to come in and deal some damage. And see, look at this. He's just going to get surrounded. And there we go. Losing all those units. The Void Ray is nowhere to be seen. And I'm seeing this kind of often where one player goes out and goes crazy and the other player sits in base. And you can't do that. You have to interact with your partner. Otherwise, you're just going to lose. Father with the mercenary Marines coming down to try to defend this, but I don't think it's going to work. He should technically be taken out. Even 2 more drops. And Shaka saying, good game. And there we go, the final call down from Shadow. He could go straight for the base. In fact, no, decides to go for the units here. And that could have probably been the right choice, as that's going to eliminate a lot of units. And all he has to do is bring a ton of units from back home. Gosh, he is being a butt. That is hilarious. And why is Saturn even wasting his time going after him? Just finish bottom left. Well, I guess there's a tiny bit of a threat where he could take out maybe a barracks or something like that. But here we go. Saturn, it looks like he's going to come in and finish him off. Shaka not even reviving his mercenary. He can't. He needs 100 at least. And there we go. The mercenary building goes down super quick. And there's the call down. And GG, it looks like bottom left is going to be taken out. Father saying, yep, good game. Well played. And well played indeed, guys. You did a great job. And FatherGraham leaving the game. All these teams have been taken out, and your winners are going to be Shadow and Saturn. Is there a screen to show when they're victorious, or does it... like, seriously? Hey, look at it. Oh, the banshees that he's got. His pros is even still in the game. And I'm just basically waiting for pros to leave so that way we can see. Let's see. Pros, I think, is still in the game. Nope, I think everyone left. There we go. Everyone left. So what happens here? Is that it? Does the obs just stay in the game, or is there a victory screen? Huh. Well, I guess there's not a victory screen. So that's okay. I'll do it right here for you guys right now. Your victors tonight are going to be oToSaturn and OTT Shadow from Clan Mafia. Great job, guys. That was really, 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 really good. I loved it. And so that's going to be it for your game today. I am Ragey Poo, reminding you to do exactly what this team just did and set your opponents to easy mode. This has been my broadcast. See you guys next time.